my name is Meinhard. I'm the founder of SatoshiPay, and we work on pocket change for the web. I think unlike most founders or most people speaking here today, I'm a computer programmer by trade, some sort of a white hat hacker. So excuse me if I get a bit technical at points. So first of all, Bitcoin. Who here in the audience has seen Bitcoins, see someone use it or owns some? Okay, we have a few hands here. Pretty cool. And blockchain in general, who has heard of it or who has an interest? Almost the same people, very good. So what's the challenge that we're addressing as a company? First of all, the assumption that we have is that users don't like ads. This might be a surprise to some people, but yeah, the vote is clear. More and more people install what is called an ad blocker to don't see the ads. And yeah, that's something we built a solution for as a very first step. Ad blocking has become from a hacker phenomenon to a mainstream thing. So a lot of people use it now, up to 30% in some markets, and in age groups around 14 to 18, growth rates of 40%, so people more and more block ads. So the response of the publishers, of course, we didn't have to wait long for that, more and more paywalls. So these guys here, we all love them, right? So we go to another page, we have to fill out another paywall, register, have an annual subscription. That is actually not really what most users want. So in summary, 100% of all paywalls have bad user experience at some point, either in payment or the way the content is retrieved. And you can quote me on that. I tried a lot of them, and yeah, they all have their problems. Additionally, the current fee schemes make payments for small content quite expensive. So you have like a 20p charge on a 1p payment. That doesn't make any sense. So you cannot really sell anything for 1 penny, and it's impossible to send 1 penny over the internet. That's kind of the current situation. Our solution to this, the SatoshiPay solution, is to have frictionless nanopayments. And by frictionless, we mean really remove all these things that are usually associated with micropayments or even nanopayments, that you have to register, put an email address in, and that you have to click for everything or constantly calculate back and forth. Usually it's a lot of friction there, and we removed all that. And when we say nanopayments, we mean payments of a penny or less. So really, really small payments that aren't possible to date. We found a solution for that. Let's look at what it looks like on an actual use case. So you have a normal paywall here. This is our solution. You see the widget in the in the bottom right. It shows you the balance, and then it shows you a button to pay. So basically, part of the website is free, and the other part is a paid-for content. What you do is you top up. Currently, we support Bitcoin only, but we will support other payment methods later. And with every Bitcoin transaction, you scan this QR code, you send some funds directly to the website, or directly to your browser, actually, in a technical sense. And yeah, then you see the balance in the bottom right again, 50K, we topped up, and now we press the button and it reveals the content in the exact same place. So that's already the process. Now you have been onboarded, although there was no sign up or anything, and you can then go to another website, and it will still remain show your remaining balance, and you can pay there just with one click as well, and that's how easy it is. Everywhere around the web, you can use your pocket change without the site having to know you first. It's really like a payment mechanism that's very, very frictionless. And it has no sign-up, as you saw. So if you use our native currency, which is Bitcoin at the moment, there's no sign-up, no download. It works straight away, as you saw in a mobile browser, just the same way as it works on a desktop or on any other device. And we even have the possibility that you don't have to click even. So we call it automatic payments, like auto pay. And that basically pays everything that comes into your visible area, and you pay in the background without having to click. With small amounts, this is very easy, and it's kind of a streamed payment instead of having to look at ads or having to have a monthly subscription. So that's why it's really handy to have this. The whole thing works across website out of the box without you having to, as I say, putting any password or signing up. It just works like that. The publisher gets sort of a dashboard for us where they can see all their sales, and a sale of a content is a very strong signal that this content must be very interesting. So for them to have reports like this is very, very valuable, and that's kind of a standard feature as well. And we do payouts, which they can see here on the dashboard as well, in real time. Basically, as soon as being paid and as soon as the user spent all their funds, they will be paid out in real time using the Bitcoin blockchain. And we launched with a WordPress plugin, which shows up, as you see here. If any one of you has ever seen WordPress, that's how you edit an article. And in the top right, we add a box that has just a tick mark, paid content, and you put the price in there in Satoshis. It would show you the price currently in euro cents there, and that's all. and you can get started within minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no matter where you are in the world, you can start selling content online. And yeah, as I said already, Nano is 1p or less, which is really an unsolved thing. The underlying technology here is a Bitcoin smart contract, so it uses the properties of the Bitcoin blockchain to really make things possible that aren't really possible in browsers usually. Like, yeah, you have some sort of an escrow, but if you want to know more about how it works in the inner workings, you can also come to our booth and I can tell you more about that. The underlying protocol is called a micropayment channel, a completely new thing that comes with blockchain technology. Our business model is fairly simple. It's a flat 10% fee for the publisher. So in the digital goods market, this is on the lower end of pricing because we pass on our benefits that we save by using the blockchain to the actual merchants that we charge the fee for. It's free for the end user. At least the end user doesn't see the fee. The traction that we've got so far is quite interesting. So we launched in February officially, and we get people from all over the world. So because it's a global currency, we have random things like somewhere in Vietnam or, I don't know, in Peru, I think as well. So, no, not in Peru, but in Argentina. So this is just without us doing any advertising or any sales. This is just we switch it on and people come because somehow they find this a very interesting thing to work with. So 136 publishers around the world. In the same time, 9,300 user wallets have been generated, and this is a relatively high number because everybody that sees our little widget, the orange thing in the bottom, has already a wallet generated because there's no onboarding process. So a very smart thing to also get a lot of growth and yeah, include everyone. 1,900 purchases have been made, so 1,900 small items have been sold, and 66 pounds in total volume processed. So we should let that sink in for a little bit. It seems very small, but we learn a few things from that. So the average payment amount is 3.5p, so really small. This is not the fees, it's the actual payment amount. So we're talking completely new, like an order of magnitude smaller that we usually have in payment. So what we also learn that Nanopayments work. So technical validation is there. We just launched. So now we can scale this more. And yeah, we need to scale it a lot for it to make it a viable business. It's a strong challenge, but that's where we need external investors to help us grow and also validate certain assumptions that we have at this point. The milestones we have reached. We founded the company in 2014. And in 2015, we got angel and seed funding, mainly from Germany and also from some people here in the UK. Fast forward, and therefore also Jim Mellon is an investor, and also Concilium is another blockchain-focused investor that led the last round, and really supported us in a great way. A lot of these guys are sitting and standing here that are involved in Concilium. Over there, exactly. So we launched our beta in late last year, and the first blocks we signed up just in the months after that. And we're about to launch, actually on Monday, coming, there's one announcement I want to make today, we will launch our digital goods API. This allows to capture potentially 100% of the web, because currently we're limited to a WordPress solution, which is already 26% of the web, but we will then reach 100%, so we hope a lot of growth from that, and also APIs are known for this more or less viral growth of developers that integrate our solution and show it to their bosses, and just because it's a technical, very interesting opportunity, yeah, maybe for that the company and the decision makers don't really see yet. We're also raising a pre-Series A funding round, and that's, yeah, if you want to know more details about that, please also approach us. And another big announcement I can make today is that we're going to work with Visa through their innovation department, Visa Europe Collab. They're based here in London, in Berlin, and also in Tel Aviv, I believe. Yeah, in Tel Aviv. And the details on that will follow in the next days as well, but it's going to be a game changer also for us to reach more of a mainstream audience that we have already. So coming to the future, we will integrate more payment methods, like card payments, for example, or let's say PayPal, all other payments. So you don't have to have Bitcoins before you use our system. Currently, because it's a native currency, you need to have Bitcoins before. And yeah, more payment methods. Low-level nanopayments as an API, another way to use our system, like without maintaining the infrastructure that we have built. Reverse payments, very interesting. So the website can send something to the user. That makes us also very unique. That a website can contribute something for filling out a form or doing a microtransaction or like a micro translation or uploading an image. It gets 10 likes and then the user gets credited. And you can do all that without knowing who the user is, just by them visiting your website, and you can send them some money. Machine-to-machine payments, also a very big space where there's no real solution, and we're working on a solution to that. And also monetization of personal data. That has to do again with sending money to the user that you don't know. So instead of like having a big research institute do a survey, you can just survey your users automatically and also give them the incentive of actual cash right in hand within seconds. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you very much. Come to our stall and you can get free Bitcoins there as well. Thank you.